Hey, welcome back to the other Reality Skewed Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, and that noise you hear in the background is our good friend Mike making tea, because he's a butthole who does not put his phone on mute. He wants us to hear him actually making tea. Thanks, Mike. We wanted to hear all that.
It's cultural, mate.
Oh, well,
it's the tea. It's the tea.
Well,
ritual.
we're in America, and last time I checked, this was America.
Fans.
We don't do that. Okay, I'll get that all right.
I make tea, but I know how to mute my mic.
That's right. See, Finn. See, that's why we love you. That's why we allow you to stay on the show. That and you do stuff. Welcome everybody to the lunch stream. Hope everybody's had a great week. It's Friday. Oh my God, thank God it's Friday. It's time for everybody to just relax.
Are we streaming now?
Yeah, we're streaming now. I told you we were streaming.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Oh, crap. Finn's giving us a preview to his video that he's going to be doing for Crazy. He's
oh, yeah, I have to sing it like Rebecca Black.
Friday night. Just got paid. The show's just been totally derailed. I don't know what the hell we're doing anymore.
We are all busy people, apparently.
I may have copyrighted us. I might have copyrighted.
I don't think so, Finn, because you weren't even close to signing like they did. So, I mean... Yes, you sang the words, but not...
I think I was pretty close to Rebecca Black there.
I don't think so.
So he said you've got chips.
You need to go back and
Oh, God, is that Sweary Daughter or that Dancing Daughter?
Hey,
Oh, my God! Oh, God.
Never copyrighted friends
Just the one.
my karaoke song, Xfinity.
Favorite.
Crew, we have a Sweary Daughter and Dancing Daughter sighting. Mike, run for your life. Hit to the hills.
I'm trying.
Now watch.
I am very trying.
In the wise words of Monty Python, run away! Run away!
Run away!
Dad, did you not make me a drink?
Oh God! She spotted Mike and is locked in with her.
Make me a drink.
Oh.
The sisters have not gotten their drink.
Oh God!
Mike looks frightened.
Oh.
He must turn around and decide.
What will Mike
do? Will he
do?
go and get the drink, or will he run?
I feel like we're playing a game. Hit A to make drink. B to cuss that Sweary Daughter.
I feel like we're taking a dump in YouTube right now.
I don't know if that analogy applies, Grande. I don't know where that came from.
Grande's doing his second Grande of the day. That's why.
I mean,
we need to get David Attenborough in here.
You can tell by the sound of the Sweary Daughter that she's angry.
Yeah.
Well, this is a lunch stream, and we have to try and keep it clean, so we call it doing a Grande.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, run to your room. Go to your safe place.
I am about to.
He's making her a drink because if not, Sweary Daughter will become angry and go Hulk. And I don't need 20
You should have
F-bombs.
filled half that drink up with NyQuil.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, no joke. You should.
Oh, I don't know that. What's that?
NyQuil's like a cough syrup that's got a lot of basically liquor in it. And, yeah, basically alcohol.
It will make you fall asleep in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You put a lot
Anyone
of it.
that works for NyQuil that's listening, I really like that product.
Yeah, sponsor Mike.
Sponsor Mike Hunt.
NyQuil presents Mike Hunt.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh,
that sounds
God.
like a Bill Cosby advertisement.
I know. Now, what you want to do is this is a frazzle dazzle drink you can do with the Sweary Daughter. Is first you take the NyQuil, you put it in the tea, and then you give it to her. And you're all like, Sweary Daughter, I've made you a delicious beverage. And she's like, oh, Father, thank you. And you're like, right. And then she drinks the tea, she shuts up, and then you go in and you can have a peaceful day. Oh.
That just sounds so blissful.
Do you take the red pudding pops or the blue pudding pops?
Well,
That's the
depending
deal.
on the color of the day, of the week, of the filth and the thing, and then I would say no. All right. So that's I need to introduce everybody. This is completely off the rails. You know everybody. Good God. Grande, the French Nicholas here. Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. Mike, the Red for Her Pleasure is here. Grim, the Mechanic. Sanely Red, the Apprentice. Vincil, the Battlefront Expert. And, of course, Xylo, the MC2 representative. I am also in MC2, but Xylo's the representative. I've decided. Let's see. So that's everybody in the crew. Do we have a roster review today, Finn?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. It's in the chat.
Oh, for God's sakes, why are we doing 2? Can't we just have a 1 roster review day?
No. We're catching up. We're doing a good job catching up, by the way.
Slave driver Finn.
What are we gonna do when we run out of roster reviews?
Oh,
though?
God
We'll
forbid
just
we
constantly
talk.
review Grandes over and over
No,
again.
let's not do that, please.
How about new?
How about no, Scott?
We'll dissect every single one of Grande's mods.
I really would not like to do that.
I kind of want to.
I kind of want to do Hookers and Blow, but it's not in the cards right now, so we're all short on our life wants.
We could review Seabass with freaking laser beams on their heads.
Oh.
I like Mike's thinking.
And my Skype. All right, I'm pulling up the roster reviews. If you guys have questions, then of course you know what to do. Get them in there, and the Apprentice Sanely Red will scoop them up. So go ahead and get your questions in while I try to get Skype back up. I do have the first one up, and that would be Mr. Hans Smeller's profile.
Correct.
So Hans smelt first is what we're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hans smelled first.
Okay. If you
But Greedo smells most.
Greedo's no more. Greedo was fried in the face.
Yep, so he smells like a dead carcass.
He smells like something. It ain't roses. He's pushing up daisies, but he don't smell like no roses. All right, so we got, and what is Hans Smellers looking for today? Oh,
So he's looking for help with arena mods and Sith bait.
Is he Australian?
no.
Well, he's in the Aussie Elite, is why I'm
I
asking. 'cause
believe so. Yes.
That is
Can we get
racist.
him
You cannot
to-
assume just because someone's in a guild that he is.
No,
from...
but I'm pretty sure he is.
Okay.
Can
Especially
we
since
get
his GG page updated 8 hours ago, so yeah, it would fit with the time frame.
him to perfect the saber rang?
The saber
That's where
ring.
you're going with this? All of this to talk about the saber ring?
What in the hell?
Mate, the saber rang. You know, the
So you don't remember that one?
I remember a lot of people losing their hands in the development phase, but I don't think it ever came to fruition.
And that one very inquisitive man that has a strange look on his face now.
Yeah, you know,
Don't put it there, boy.
Vincel, you know, Vader throws his saber and it kind of has a saber ring in Battlefront 2. He never loses his hand. He always catches it perfectly.
Well, I don't think he needs to worry about it because it's not even a real hand.
That's true. It's a robotic hand.
Probably he just throws it with like, you know, I don't care. I'll just get another one. Wouldn't that be funny one day if Vader, like, you know, a little bit tipsy and just tries to catch a saber and then
But I need a new hand.
Clearly, it was a new player. Right?
Yeah. I try to come up with reasons why people select when we're playing heroes versus villains.
Do you have litter police now in the States now?
No.
Litter police?
See, we have litter police here, where basically if you are seen littering, you're fined. They have cameras and all sorts on them, body cameras.
Well, no.
And I'm just picturing the litter policeman that walks up to Vader and says, "Oi, go pick that up now."
Yeah.
So for those of you that are just catching up with us, this started off with a conversation about Australia.
Yeah.
Continue, Mike.
Oh, God. Australia, the land down under.
Australia, the land where London has litter police. I don't know how.
Well, yeah. You know, when I think of
we do.
Australia, I think of American football. What?
What?
Actually, they do have American football in Australia. It's one of the few countries that actually plays it outside of the US.
New Zealand does too. I mean, it started to.
Yeah, it's similar to rugby.
But of course, they also have rugby. They also have what's the name of their that sport where they have like a football? It's like rugby, but you can run with it.
Aussie rules.
Aussie rules football.
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's close to American football.
They bounce the ball off the turf, it goes in the air, and then they all climb over each other. It's pretty fun to watch, actually.
That's a Japanese game show. I think you're confused.
No, that's not Japanese. God damn it, Finn. Listen, that is a real thing in Australia.
There is a Japanese game show, too, where like two teams of Japanese people just like run head first at each other and try to climb up each other.
Well, yeah, there's some Japanese game shows. I mean, I like to like Gaki no Tsusaki and or Gaki no but they do all kinds of crazy stuff on that one. And of course, it just makes me laugh hysterically. Oh my god! All right, so let's get to this roster review before we go too far down the rabbit hole of stuff that we have no idea what the hell we're talking about. Let's talk about shit we do know what we're talking about. Hans Smeller. So we're looking at his Arena,
Mods, and Sith Raid.
Okay, Arena
he has a Zeta EP and a Gear 12 Vader.
What about the other characters?
He's running a full like Gear 12 Jedi Training Raid.
I know, so but this team against EP, I mean, unfortunately,
it works, but it's a little bit tricky.
Very tricky, and you need a little bit of RNG love to make it work. And he's running Luke, which is fine. I can see that he's also tried OG Han. OG Han's really good when you're climbing, but defense, no, that's not going to work. I can see why he's leaving Luke in there on defense because of a better chance, but you know, Jedi Training Raid is just it's unless you're it's a tough team to use right now. It'll get you top 100 no problem, but trying to get to the top 50, it just
he has the rest of the characters to do it though, because he has a gold Rex, he has a CLS, he has a gold Han, he has Kenobi and Thrawn. Gear 12.
You would probably better
he could run an offense team that rises up.
Yeah, you could probably run that team on offense and kick ass. But
Jedi Training Ray is right now a liability on defense.
Big time.
Night Sisters are way too easy to take them out with lesser mods.
Yeah, So, I mean, people with like 88,000 GP can take out a 102,000 GP raid team. It's too easy to.
Or even if you have like slightly more, you can have like worse mods and slightly more power on the characters, and it balances out too. Like Night Sisters are just a counter, right? So anytime there's an easy counter against another team, then you'll always have to be worrisome that it'll be taken out.
Right.
Emperor Palpatine has a counter, but it's a counter that does not last on defense very well. Night Sisters are decent on defense, not great. They're decent, about the same level as Jedi Training Ray.
Yeah.
The Rex team with CLS or the CLS team with Rex, they do not last on defense. So you don't see them left there. So
the only Rex team that will last on defense is Rex with Wampa, Mother Talzin, Kenobi. You know, that kind of combination of team that's been used lately. But other than that,
and you normally need the Zeta on Talzin's unique.
Yeah.
That just.
By the way, Hans Smeller is Jacob Baxter in the chat. He's there with us.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad to see you there.
G'day, mate.
That's
Finn. Get him doing. He's being racist. Stop it, Finn.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
No, why did you sound like Barbara Streisand there?
Did a dingo eat your baby?
No.
That dingo's got your baby.
No, that's awful. Why is Grundy calling us separately on a damn... no, Grundy.
Okay, we're all going to hell now, you know that, right?
At least we didn't say that for somebody that's Austrian.
Why is... Invite Finn, check and see if Grundy can't get back in the call. What is he doing? He's calling us separately. Okay.
There he is.
Secrets.
I'm back.
Yeah, Grundy.
And I now have 12 boxes of coolers in the back of my truck. Who wants a beer cooler?
Sure, I'll take one. You get a cooler, and you get a cooler, and you get a cooler.
Woohoo!
12 boxes of beer coolers.
All right, so going back to Hans Smeller. You have all of the characters in order to rise on Intervene. You probably want to consider, instead of leaving Jedi Training Ray overnight, switching to your Emperor Palpatine team.
Yeah,
you have all the characters.
And he has the good Zetas for it. He has EP lead. He
Oh.
has Nihilus' unique Zeta.
Oh, good lord.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the only thing you don't have, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, because a lot of people don't, is an Empire or a Sith tank that would really take up that 5th spot.
Well, you can leave Kenobi on there. You can climb with OG Han instead of a tank.
You can climb with OG Han, and then you can put Kenobi in overnight.
Yeah.
You don't need a Sith one. It helps to have Scion. Even a Shore Trooper works well in that spot.
Well,
but
he's got a 7-star Gear 10 Shore Trooper.
Gear 10 is going to be too weak to be taking all that damage.
How's his Rex, guys?
Yeah,
his Rex is good.
Yeah,
so
we
he
already
has
talked
the
about
rising team of Rex, CLS, Han, Thrawn, and Kenobi. He can easily rise up to the top.
He could rise to the top, and he probably wouldn't fall that much because EP guys don't like going up against Rex.
Oh, I found the opposite to be true. People.
Oh, dude, I love fighting Rex teams because they die so quick. You just fracture Rex and it's over.
It's like,
there's like a 20% chance that Han Solo hits Rex. Otherwise, it's over.
Yeah.
I like running Nihilus against Rex.
Vader,
that's funny. That's really funny.
I don't know. My arena's gone more Rex than anything else.
Yeah, but it's not the tight team. It's Rex with Mother Talzin. Yeah.
So I see it two different ways, right? So I see it Rex with CLS and Rex with Mother Talzin. Sometimes Rex with Wampa. Sometimes I've seen Rex. And actually, there's one guy running a Palp lead with no Vader.
What?
And winning. Yeah. The guy running Palp lead with no Vader. He's running Scion and
Sith Trooper,
GK
right?
Together. No, Scion and GK.
Oh,
together.
Interesting.
And that team is incredibly difficult to beat. Actually.
What's his other two then?
I don't know. I'm driving. I can't.
Oh well.
Right
it's probably Nihilus and Thrawn or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thrawn will be in there.
I think it is Nihilus and Thrawn. Let me find the guy. Hold on.
No, don't drive and look, Grande. We don't want you getting in an accident.
But yeah, so he has teams that can rise up pretty easily. It varies from shard to shard, so it may be something you play around. I can tell you on mine, the Rex with Mother Talzin, Wampa, CLS, Kenobi, like that type of team, that one can stay on defense. The other team, if you're running a Rex lead with CLS, Han, Kenobi, and Thrawn, something like that, that will drop. You will sink like a stone with that. So
the guy's running Emperor Palpatine, Nihilus, Thrawn, GK, and
Scion.
And Scion.
Okay.
Interesting team.
But it works, and it's actually really hard to kill.
I would think so, yeah. 2 tanks. And you got
double tank. It's basically double tank to protect Nihilus and Thrawn.
Yeah. Because with your Emperor Palpatine team, yeah, I could see that. Interesting. That is interesting.
So the main thing I think is just flexibility with moving up in arena with a different squad. I think you have the characters, and actually looking at your mods are not bad. Your mods are actually in decent spots. You have them on pretty much the correct characters, so there's really no issue. The only, there's little things you're missing that can help you kind of get to that next level. One of them is, for example, with Han Solo. If you run a CLS lead team and you run it with that Rex team, right? So if you run like a CLS, Rex, Han Solo, Thrawn, and Kenobi, and that's your rising team. Han Solo is basically counterattacking repeatedly. So you don't have to worry as much about speed. Your Han Solo currently does not have a 4-piece crit damage bonus. You do have the triangle, which is good, and it's a crit damage set with a pretty decent speed, so that's really good. But you don't have a crit damage set. So you would want to try to get a crit damage set on Han Solo. In addition, you want to try speed is really good, as well as plus offense. And I see you put a lot of plus offense on here, so I don't know if that's what you were focusing on. But your crit damage set will provide you more than your plus offense at the beginning. So you want to try and get that 4-piece bonus in there. That would help your Han Solo if you put him on that team. Your speed mods are pretty much on the correct characters. For the most part, it looks like you have them on BB-8, on R2, on Jedi Training Rey. If I went through and tried to optimize your mods, if anything, I would guess maybe it only gain you like a handful of speed.
Well, Finn, he said he watched your video on mod management.
Yeah. Yeah, everything looks like it's in the proper spot. So I mean, I can't look at this and say yes for sure. If I go through the process, you're gonna gain like 10 speed, 12 speed. At most, it would probably be like 3 or 4 speed, maybe even 0, because it looks like you have everything kind of in that right spot. So I think your mods are pretty good. You'll want to make sure that you start modding if you use a different squad to move up. Yeah. So thank you for that, Jacob. I'm glad that it helped.
All right, so we did his arena, we did his mods. What else are we looking at?
Well, one thing with arena, just to mention this, because you might end up in a similar situation as I am right now. And that's because I'm running so you don't have to run this many. I have 4 different squads that I rotate through in arena. You're probably going to be at 2, which is your Emperor Palpatine team as one of them, and your CLS Rex team as another. Make sure that you mod those accordingly. So you'll want to make sure that you have, like I said, Han Solo, you want to get him with crit damage and a lot of offense up if you can. Your CLS, you want to get fast, but you also want to make sure you get the crit damage on him, so because he does do a lot of damage, but you want him fast, because if you're facing Emperor Palpatine teams, the faster your CLS is, the quicker you can do turn meter removal from the opposing Thrawn, and that really helps you kind of gain the advantage in that fight. The rest of the characters, your Thrawn, you want to be your fastest character. If you're switching between those 2 characters, I think typically you'll hear people say you want Vader to be your fastest character, which is fine. But remember that if you're going that strategy with Vader as your fastest and Thrawn as your second fastest, you're basically preparing for kind of a rock versus rock scenario instead of like a rock, paper, scissors. And if you're switching between 2 teams, you want to make Thrawn your best, even if you're leaving Emperor Palpatine, Vader, and Thrawn in overnight, particularly because you're going to be using Thrawn in both teams, and the speed on Thrawn makes a difference when you're rising with that other team. So mod priority in terms of speed would be your Thrawn would be your fastest. Then you can make Vader your second fastest, and then kind of go according to that. But you have mods in the right spots right now with your current team. So if you're going to move them, it looks like you're preparing yourself well in order to move those. And yeah, just consider using 2 teams to rise up, and probably just drop Jedi Training Rey as your in arena altogether at this point.
All right.
And it's 2 a.m. where he is.
Yeah, he's in Queensland. In Australia.
He's in Brisbane.
All right. Anything else on his roster, Finn?
So then he wanted Sith raids as well.
He's got JTR. Looks like he's got the Trooper Squad. Those 2 are solid. What else does he?
He has Chex Mix. So
he's got Chex Mix. There you go.
Let's take a look at his Night Sisters. That's the only one I haven't taken a look at yet. I saw his Asajj Ventress.
Bit of work, I think.
Yeah, he can work on his Night Sisters. Get Acolyte up to 7 stars. She's the only one of kind of the OG Night Sisters that isn't 7-star. So you can work on your Acolyte, get her to 7-star. Your Asajj Ventress is already 7-star gear 10, so you can push her a little bit more. And then once ready, you don't want to do it yet because your Night Sisters aren't ready and it would be kind of a waste. But once your other Night Sisters are ready, you can put a Zeta on Asajj Ventress lead. And then that will get you ready for phase 4 with the Asajj Ventress, Daka, Talia, Initiate, and Acolyte team. Leave your Initiate weak as she is. That should be fine. She'll die more and then boost your Asajj Ventress a little bit. Then you can res her with Daka. So yeah, I think the only thing is to finish off your Acolyte and then work on your Night Sisters. And that gives you another good squad for territory wars as well against Jedi Training
Dark Side territory battles.
Mm-hmm. And Dark Side territory battles.
All right.
Just look at his bounty hunters. His Zam's 6 stars, so he's almost got 5 7-star bounty hunters as well.
Good. Yeah.
Yep. Because you need them. They're
becoming more relevant. Gearing those turds. That's all I'm saying. All right. So, if you have any more questions for us, Jacob, you know where to find us. So, Han Smeller's profile has been done. Now we move to...
And one thing, I'll just throw this in there. Jacob Baxter says it's 2 a.m. where he is, and he had KFG, Kentucky Fried Grande Chicken.
Oh, hey.
Because you know the Aussies eat fin and chips?
Ew.
Seriously, they do. Ask him. He will confirm it for you, mate. I tell you.
That's nasty.
Shark
Pork
fin
chips
and shark fin and chips.
Stranger danger. All right. Next one.
Our next one is Optimus Predator's profile. Let's see. He's at 2.2 GP. His arena rank, kind of the same situation. JTR with no Kenobi. He's running Han and Luke. OG Han and Luke. No tank on his Night Sister team. That's probably one of your issues right there.
No Zeta on EP.
So what are we looking to do here for Optimus Predator's profile? Their Finadoodle.
So
how's his rank?
Same, essentially the same thing. So Sith Raid, Arena, and Mods.
All right. So Arena, does he have a Kenobi? What's the deal with her?
I'm looking, and it says Kenobi is unlocked. It's not at the bottom. I'm trying to find it here. I don't want to go through the filter because it takes a while to load. I don't. There's Kenobi. Kenobi is gear 9, level 85, gear 9.
Okay. So
got to get him up for sure.
There's two tanks you can run with the raid team, and it's General Kenobi or it's Chopper. Chopper works really well in this team, right? I've seen a lot of people use Chopper as well. With there's one guy on my team. He runs Chopper and Resistance Trooper, and he does very well in Arena with that lineup. The pain in the ass to deal with. So if you have a Chopper higher, you can use him with the Resistance Trooper. If not, then you need to get your Kenobi in here as quickly as possible. You got to have a tank, or it's just too easy to focus fire characters on this team, and that's why you're probably struggling a little bit with Arena right now. I mean, it's too easy to take this team down as is. Now, what were you saying about EP? Somebody was mentioning EP. Was that you, Graham?
What was that?
Did you mention something about EP?
Yeah, he doesn't have a Zeta on EP.
What does his Empire meta team look like?
He's gear 9 right now, so okay. I don't mind that he doesn't have a Zeta yet because he's not
gear 10.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, gear 10. So he needs to get 11 with Palpatine because Palpatine is really fragile.
I'm
so
not fragile.
It's not a bad thing that he doesn't have a Zeta yet if he's not ready. His Vader is also gear 10. So there's a few things he can work on in terms of improvement. It's curious how he's been golding characters, particularly because I see a gold Wedge. So that's the one thing that kind of throws me off a little bit, because Wedge does need a decent amount to go up to gear 12. So I'm wondering if there was a reason why, and I think he's in the chat too. He was earlier, I think.
Mm-hmm. Pilot?
Yeah, it's a pilot.
Maybe the pilot, but then Wedge's ship isn't a good one either. So I want to take a look at it.
I'm guessing he possibly did the CLS Wedge Biggs, Titans alternate team. That's probably why.
He was probably running Wedge lead before JTR.
He'll need Wedge anyway for Traya. You've seen the vid, yeah?
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's why we were silent.
Wiggs, CLS, R2. Can't remember who the fourth one was. Probably GK. I can't remember. But that is the counter for the Triumvirate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Orange kills the new black.
Okay. So you're ahead of the game there with an anti-Triumvirate character. But overall, I mean, you're doing well with your characters. It's a little bit of a newer roster, right? So some of them are still leveling. So I think you focused on the right characters up here to push up. You need to work on your Kenobi. That's the main thing. Once you get your Kenobi, you have the team in order to rise up in Arena. Because your Rex is gear 11, you have your CLS, Thrawn, Han Solo. You can use Kenobi. Then you're pretty much fine with rising in Arena, so that should help you there. And I mean, your JTR team is ready, so you're set for phase 1. What do his troopers look like, Ranger?
I can't even get the damn thing to...
Okay. At least mine is, for now, it's loading. So...
It's just been slow.
Yeah, I know. It's been doing that recently, but mine has at least gotten through today, so I'll try and go through here. So Veers, he has at gear 10, 7-star, and I'm trying to see if he has a Zeta. He doesn't. He does have the Zeta. Okay. So he does have a Zeta.
He has a gear 10 Death Trooper. You need to get all your troopers to gear 11.
Particularly Death Trooper and Shore Trooper because of Reaper.
Well, and Stark. Stark is amazing.
The other ones are all important.
Oh, Stark is...
Stark still needs to be 7-starred.
Like, once you get those guys to gear 11 with the Zeta on Veers, I'm telling you, those missions, any mission you do on the Dark Side Territory battle is cake. It's cake. I mean, you just... Because once you kill one, you just start rolling with that team. It's kind of like Resistance in that sense. Because you're putting out so much damage and stuff. It's just ridiculous. I mean, your life will be so much easier on Dark Side. And they're great in Territory Wars. And they're great in the Sith Raid. That's another solid team, since we'll be getting to the Sith Raid, that you need to work on so you can be effective in the Sith Raid.
And they get you IPD shards.
That's right. Unless someone does that too. Yeah.
And they'll make your guild happy when you get lots and lots of them. IPD shards. Yes.
Yeah, I think what we were saying for Hans Meller, Jacob earlier is pretty much the same thing would refer to this one, which is just be ready to switch between a couple of teams. I think you might actually be better off once you get your Kenobi up to like gear 10, probably, if not gear 11.
That's a gear 11.
I would say gear 11 at least. You could leave that team on defense and probably get a better outcome than your Jedi Training Ray. Again, because Jedi Training Ray is way too easily countered by Night Sisters. So your CLS team with Rex and Han and Thrawn and Kenobi, I think would serve you better on defense, but you need to get your Kenobi up, and then you have one of the most versatile tanks in the game ready to kind of sub in for a bunch of different teams. You can work on your Empire Sith team if you want. As well, your Vader is at gear 10, your Emperor Palpatine is at gear 10, so you want to get those both up to gear 11. You have a gear 11 Nihilus, you have a gear 12 Thrawn, so you have the other two characters, and then again, your Kenobi, you can boost up your Kenobi, and then have your 5th character for your Empire Sith team, and then you have another team that will survive in Arena better than your Jedi Training Ray, but that does require a Zeta on your Emperor Palpatine lead, which you're fine for right now not having, but once you start to get to use it, you have to get it on your character. And then that team also, Sith can also do pretty decent in the Sith Raid as well. If you run an Emperor Palpatine Vader team, you basically use debuffs on the adds in order to push up turn meter on the rest of your squad, and then you force annihilates more often. And so you can do what you need to in phase 2 with that Sith team. You pretty much have your Chex Mix team ready to go for phase 4 or phase 3 with just a little bit of extra gearing on your Death Trooper, who's at gear 10. You have Jedi Training Ray for phase 1. Hopefully you're working on your Imperial Troopers, which can also help you for phase 2. And then your Night Sisters. Let's take a look at your Night Sisters. Night Sisters. Okay, so you're working on Towson and Zombie, it looks like. So you'll get both of those up to gear 7 hopefully soon. So you'll have a Night Sister team for phase 4 relatively soon, so that's good. Your DACA is at gear 10. You want to get your DACA up a little bit higher because her health does matter and she needs to survive.
Yeah, your Night Sisters, like, I'm working on my Night Sisters team. I'm getting them all to gear 11. So I just got, they're all to gear 10 right now. So I'm getting DACA, Acolyte, and Towson to gear 11. And then I'll start making the push for gear 12, start with Asajj, and then, yada, yada, yada. But you want to get them to gear 11. But God, Night Sisters are ridiculous, dude. They really are. God.
Yeah.
Just taking forever to get Mother Talzin shards because some days I get 2 or 3 and some days I get none. It's like, oh, I did these 8 battles and got none. I hate my life.
Lots of Mark III Mercen thermal detonator things. Lots and lots and lots and lots of them.
Yeah.
Buy them from the guild store whenever.
Oh yeah. I've been doing that religiously,
always,
and then by refresh at night, I've been farming those specific.
The blue balls and those green discs.
You
those
need
Mark 5.
Yeah, the green discs are not too bad, but it's those 40 blue balls you need to get that piece completed on each of them. I just did them all gear 9 to gear 10, and then gear 10 to 11 is going to take more. I'm like, God bless America. What do you think? What do you think? Did T-Money join?
Yes, sir.
See, oh my God, T-Money's here.
38.
Hey, what's up, T-Money?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I saw you in the chat. I'm like, well, I didn't know she was going to be alive at this hour. So, well, I mean, I figured after the Nerf Herder stream that she would be in a coma, which is typically the case.
No, we didn't drink last night.
Get the hell out of here. What is going on?
I didn't anyway. Jules did.
Yeah, great show last night, T.
Cool.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to take compliments. She's like, yeah, great. All right.
So the last part was looking at his mods. The only thing I can notice about his mods, so his mods aren't in really the wrong places, but I don't know what his focus is because he doesn't have a lot of speed sets. When I try to do speed secondary mods on speed sets, in order to try and speed up certain characters, and there's a lot of them that rely on it. Not all of them. We have this discussion with Grande all the time. It's not, you don't need only speed, but you do want to have speed secondaries on speed sets to get your characters faster. He has only like 1 page worth of them, and only a handful are really double digits.
Yeah, granted, so mod farming.
Yeah, so I would say work on mod farming with speed sets. I know there's a lot to do, and you have to get characters as well from Cantina. So there is a lot that you're trying to balance. So I understand that it's difficult. But even if you don't do that, and if you're farming certain characters out of Cantina and you want to continue to focus on it, your mods with speed secondaries are still a bit spread out. You mainly have to determine what you are going to do with the mods you have. Simple example, you have a triangle on Night Sister Zombie that has plus 16 speed and has 36% critical damage. If you don't have a lot of mod variety in order to get that primary on a triangle, you will want to make sure that you have characters with 4 crit damage set, and then you can use a triangle with that crit damage primary from a different set in order to get your maximum critical damage. And on a character like Han Solo, where speed isn't as important, it is more about getting that damage up, you could put it on a character like Han Solo instead. And different characters, right? You want to make sure you know their utility, whether or not they're countering, whether or not they are gaining turn meter. If they have those kind of things, the speed is not as relevant, or not as important, I should say, as the damage. So you want to maximize the abilities of your characters and not just the speed. And your speed is spread out quite a bit. Between just looking at your top speed secondary mods, you have the plus 16 on Night Sister Zombie, then you have a plus 15 on Mother Talzin. I'm guessing, based on looking at your mods a little bit, you were focusing more on the set bonuses than you were on the stats. For some characters, that works. For other characters, it does not. For BB-8, for example, you want to make sure that you're maximizing your speed completely. You should be trying to get BB-8 as fast as possible, because as soon as he does his little thing at the beginning, and then he puts a buff on Jedi Training Ray gets turn meter, and then your whole team starts to like kick off. So,
and that kid's called science.
Yes. So just take a look at your mods. It looks like, at least from looking at this, you have an idea about how to mod. It looks like maybe and you can correct. I think he's still in the chat. I haven't seen him type anything since the beginning, but you can message us afterwards.
Yeah.
It looks like you got a bunch of mods and you threw them on characters that you were using and didn't really optimize your mods afterwards. It looked like they were maybe optimized at one point, and then you got a bunch of new mods. Maybe you bought them from the store or you got them from some of the events, and then you put them on characters that you were using and basically just left it on that and didn't want to switch around mods, which is not an uncommon feeling for people to have at this point. So that's what it appears to be. It doesn't appear that you don't have a knowledge of mods or how to maximize the secondaries or anything of that. It just looks like you didn't have time to remod characters after you acquired a bunch. So I would say take the time in order to remod characters. Figure out what you want as your arena team. Even if you want to continue a Jedi training raid, make sure you optimize your BB-8, then optimize your R2 for speed. You can focus on crit damage, crit chance, and offense. Flat stat secondary on your Jedi training Rey, your CLS, Kenobi. So you're not too far off as a growing roster. I think you're in a good position here. But make sure that the earlier you are, the more important the mods are to get on your top characters, because it can make the biggest difference, especially if you didn't take a break in your arena and your arena is on the same level as you. Obviously, if you took a break and then you came back, then you might be behind your arena and then things change. But if you're on the same level as them, make sure you optimize your mods because that can help you rise.
All right. And if you have questions, again, reach out to us. All right, those are the 2 roster reviews. Now it is time for questions. Sanely.
No, today's the fun stuff on Friday.
Oh, what are we doing on? Well, I don't know. Goddamn, Finn,
There's another link in the Skype.
I think questions are fun.
We'll get to those. But there's a link in the.
Oh, not this crap again.
Yes. No, but this is the random word generator. This isn't the other thing. I caught what happened with Sanely last Wednesday with the story thing, and yeah. This isn't the story thing. We have to do that again, by the way, Sanely. We'll do the story.
All right.
But yeah. So this is a random word generator. Now, this is a lead-in to our Saturday night stream. So if you don't know, on Saturday night, we do an adult stream on a different channel. It's called RSG Mature, so you can search for that on YouTube. It is intended for 18-plus viewers. And we do Mad Lib that is open to you guys on chat, and then you fill it out, and you guys come up with some of the most filthy, horrid things that are imaginable.
All right. So
and T-Money loves it and says it in a pirate voice, which just makes it all the better.
All right. She be doing that to matey.
But today, because this is a regular lunch stream, we are using a random word generator in order to fill out a Mad Lib. And we'll fill it out. So Ranger, you can use
how many number of words do we need?
Okay, so the first thing we need, hold on, I have the list here. Getting it here. Which one was it? This one. Okay, so we need, so there's on the right side there, you can generate a different type of word as well. So you'll see it says random word, but there's also random noun, verb, name, adjective, and stuff. So we'll need to use those. So we'll need 1, 2, 3 verbs.
3 verbs. Doesn't matter what the first letter is or anything, or
nope, just 3 random verbs.
How do I make this say verb?
So on the, if you scroll down a little bit, there it says other random generators, and then you'll see links to other
random
things. And
verb.
one of them says, "Yep."
All right.
My Saturday night reflexes are going.
Yeah, no. See, this is why we're using the
random
number generator, because if we open it up to people, it's going to get horrid.
So generate random verbs. Here we go. So I got manipulate, recognize, and characterize.
Okay, hold on. Manipulate. Okay, what was the second one?
Recognize.
Okay.
And characterize.
Characterize. Okay. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nouns.
The nouns. All right. God. First one was cancer.
Okay.
I'm Scorpio.
No.
I am a Cancer.
I'm a Cancer as well. Speech.
Okay.
Interaction.
Okay.
Indication. Wedding.
Okay.
Fishing.
Say the last word in a Japanese accent.
Oh, waiting.
Sorry, it's schoolboy humour.
Oh, then we have a fishing.
Okay. And was there one more?
And election.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted in the accent.
Wait. What was the last word?
Election.
Say elections in a Japanese accent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's election. Most racist thing I've ever done.
Awful. Okay.
I'm sure someone will ping me for doing that. Blame South Park.
That's good. I wasn't the only one that had to do a double take of that one.
I know what Mike wanted.
We need 3 adjectives.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the adjectives.
I'll let you fill out one, Team Money, but you know that we're doing it clean. So
yes,
you can...
of course. I can be clean.
You said 3 adjectives?
I'm Jekyll and Hyde,
yes,
man.
3 adjectives.
All right. We have serious.
Okay.
Intelligent.
Okay.
And existing.
Existing. Okay.
Vigilant Sentinel. Vigilant Sentinel just donated $2. She said it's clean Mad Libs?
Yes, because this is a lunchtime stream.
Yeah.
You want the dirty one Saturday night on the RSG. Okay, we need a random number.
1004.
Okay, I can go with that.
Clean.
I was going to hit the random number one, but...
And now T-Money.
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, this is we're trying to be clean here.
Of course.
It is part of the body, plural.
Good luck.
Why you gotta give me you give me the hard questions on the lunchtime stream?
Weenuses.
No!
Okay.
Clean, Graham.
Hey, that's it. That's Google
Orchidas?
That's clean.
That's clean.
Is it orchidas?
Elbows?
Elbows. Okay, we're gonna go with elbows.
Everyone else shut up.
Oh.
We could have gone cankles, but
no.
Cankles? They're just fat ankles, aren't they?
Actually, yeah, we'll go with cankles.
Okay,
cankles.
Okay.
Okay. So are you ready? So this is Star Wars Mad Lib.
Okay.
And it's Watto's Junk Shop. So if you're manipulating the Outer Rim territories and you need spare cancers for your safety or other odds and interactions, the place to go is Watto's Junk Shop. What the hell do you need spare cancers? What the hell?
We don't have enough cancer this month. We need more, Bob. Let's go to Watto. That's a good call.
Here you can find everything from robots that jump like Mexican recognizing beats to replace wires to your serious droid so that it can characterize until it blows an indication. What the hell? The whole thing made no sense. All I know is there's Mexican recognizing beans now.
Beans? Like BEANS?
Yes. Yeah. I'm literally, I don't know if you see those old cartoons. I'm literally picturing like a little bean with a mustache and a sombrero that just going around recognizing people right now.
Hey, Bob. Sheila.
You know, you need the accent. Yeah, it's Bob.
Hey, Bob. What's up, Holmes?
We are so not PC today.
No, we're not.
Mexicans and the Japanese. We apologize to all the Mexicans and Japanese and pygmies out there in New Guinea.
And Aussies.
Oh, yeah, and Aussies, too.
Oh, yeah, and the Aussies. Awful. Okay. So be careful what kind of money in your fishing. What the hell? Be careful what kind of money you have in your fishing because Watto doesn't take Republic weddings that you own. What the hell?
Hey,
I feel like we're reading a message from a spy or something.
Yeah.
These make very little sense when they're not dirty. Okay. You may have to barter with something intelligent that you own. The greedy and existing Watto would love to get his grimy cankles on anything that's precious to you.
Ew. Oh God. Oh God.
And don't even think about using a Jedi mind trick on Watto. When he says something costs 10 elections, you better pay up or you raise the price to 1,004 elections.
Don't make me pay in elections, eh?
Pay in elections. All right. That was our clean Mad Lib. These really make very little sense.
No.
The clean ones don't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. You just throw dirty ones.
We let you. This is why we don't let Finn come up with all of his ideas, because they don't all work.
We will do another clean Mad Lib next Friday too. It will work.
Stamma says that we should do the same Mad Lib on the mature stream tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll do the dirty version.
We should do that. It's a good way to promote the mature stream too. We'll do the clean one on Friday, and then the dirty one on Saturday night. Use the same one.
I'll send that.
But yeah, that Mad Lib sounded like it needed its medication.
Oh, that's because Watto's going after your spare cancers.
Okay. Jesus, spare cancer. All right, let's get to some questions, Sanely.
Okay, Bimasu, question: since Sanely Red has been doing such a great job, can he be promoted from apprentice to master?
He has to kill Finn, so that's the way the
I know. It's a rule of 2. You'd have to kill me.
Yeah. And Ray's side piece said, Sanely can sit on the council, but we do not grant him the rank of master.
Well, there you go. They've answered it for you, Sanely.
This is outrageous.
How can you be a part of the RSG crew and not be a master? It's not fair. My response: put the F down.
Take a seat.
Take a seat, young Red. All right, next question.
David Restrepo. Sorry, I butchered that. Question around the corn. What would you guys think about in-game ads for an increase of energy regeneration for a certain amount of time per ad?
Increase it. I asked that same question with crystals.
Yeah, they've done this in other games, and I find it to be a nuisance. Plus, honestly, can you imagine the extra time you would be spending in this game if all you're doing is clicking ads in order to get like extra energy and crystals? We already spent so much freaking time in this game. I don't know how much more we could actually spend without people just getting sick of it.
And if I could say the dirty 3 letters again, SF, Marvel Strike Force, that is one of the most annoying parts of that game. And like I've put it down and turned it off because I'm like, enough. Like, stop asking me if I want to buy these things a million times. They do it like probably 5 times more than Star Wars does. Plus they like, there's movie ads in there and like they're selling me stuff and they're like cross advertising. I'm like, no. Like, I'm here for a very clear purpose. Like
the only ads that should be in the game are for RSG's channel. That should be it.
Exactly.
Mr. Pennypinch, question for the panel. Need counter for Emperor Palpatine lead with Tria.
His name is Rex. What's
this Wigs thing? I have not heard this Wigs thing.
Oh, you haven't heard it?
Tell. No, tell.
So there's 2 pilots called Wedge and Biggs, and we call them Wigs.
Okay, slow down.
And they kill Triumvirate for S&Gs.
So we're going back to a Rebel meta.
Oh my god!
Fantastic.
That was one of the comments. I was like, I just
don't believe it.
Countered by Rebels.
Well, he did it 5 times to prove that it wasn't just blind luck. But what it will mean, of course, is it will switch and it'll be a trail lead to counter that.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming that.
Oh.
Yeah, because like when people are talking about like all of the rebels assist each other, right? And that's just not happening with Traya. Like that's just a no. She punishes
counter
people.
that with $20.
25%, 25% damage, health, like worth of health damage every time you help someone. What a bit. Oh, sorry.
Does it kill them or doesn't kill them?
I think it can't kill them.
Okay.
But still, 25% is insane.
Sorry, it's Han. It's Han Solo. I don't know what that word was. It was Han Solo was the fear. Yeah, it's Wigs, CLS, R2, Han. Oh. So it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold. It doesn't hold on defense at all. But it's like a hot knife through butter.
What's like R2. R2's cleansing everybody, and then everybody's just smashing them.
Mm-hmm.
What's the link? Who's the channel, Mike?
Oh, hang on. I need to go into.
I just posted the link.
Oh, cool.
Sadie posted the link, by the way.
Super curious.
That's translation right there.
There is science. There's an echo. I was watching Keanu Reeves. He's actually good with guns, isn't he? I was watching him shred with Taron Butler.
Wow! Oh yeah, the video I posted on in the videos.
Yeah,
he really is a badass with the gun. That was all with live ammo.
Yeah, that was cool. Ulrich Rahl. I'm just going to plug him because he's done it. Thank you, mate. Team Danger Zone is back. Is what he called it.
Vigilant Sentinel donated $2 and it just says 25%.
How about now?
How about now?
How about now?
Stay on target.
Jay Ramja, question, is there anything you can do to increase the chance of a multi-attack? For example, my Princess Leia multi-attacks significantly less than the opponent's. Same with TIE Fighter, or First Order TIE Fighter pilot's TIE Fighter.
Yes. Zeta Phasma.
Look at it from your opponent's point of view.
Zeta Phasma. You'll get loads of assists, mate. Loads of them.
Nah. No, you would still get less than your opponent, though.
Yeah.
So this is a long-held theory, right? And I still claim that it's true, but the devs have denied it, which is that your opponents in Arena and Fleet get a bonus. That's kind of like a secret bonus that compensates for, to some extent, the lack of decent AI and makes it a little bit harder. And so they get more of the RNG a little bit more, but the devs have claimed out and said basically, and I can see this being true, that it's kind of selective memory where you remember the times where they do the triple attack and yours don't, and not so much the other time because you're hoping for that. So you remember kind of the bad more than the good. But I don't know, I've noticed mine not doing nearly as much as the opponents as well. So
anyone else know? Go.
Like how the opposing team's TIE Fighter becomes Chuck Norris and dodges every single attack you throw at it.
Now, you see, I'm going to add into that. I'm suddenly experiencing Biggs dodging my FOTP super
Biggs
strike.
And Reaper, for some reason, have been dodging more in the last couple of weeks for me. I don't know why.
Biggs is target locked. You do the special on FOTP and you're like, what? Nothing happened at all? And it's like, if it was a one-off, I wouldn't mention it. But I'm seeing, and that's nah. I haven't got this roster. You know, I want lightsaber on bone and blasters blasting, not dodging. What's that about?
You guys all need RNGs.
You mean Loki?
Oh. All right, last question.
Okay, Vigilant Sentinel, question, can we see you do an updated droid team in a Galactic War match?
Next Thursday.
I can do it right now. Let me see here.
No, next Thursday.
How
about now?
How about now?
No, Thursday is Galactic War Thursday.
All right, well, remind me then. You heard Finn's being a...
Okay, so in other words, if you... Yeah, blame Finn.
So next Thursday, you get to see Ranger do an updated droid team in Galactic War.
I don't even know what that means.
So I'm assuming it includes Imperial
B2... Oh, yeah, I know. If I can get him to 7 stars. Oh, I
you don't need a 7-star for Galactic War.
You're going to have to Zeta IG-88 by then.
No, I will not. That's my next Zeta is going on.
Do it.
No, kiss my ass. That's something I'm not doing. I'm not.
Wait. Someone said I Zeta 88. And,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Did ya?
IG-88 Zeta is
Dengar
very
tomorrow.
nice.
I should be wanting me to do Zetas on IG-100 and all
Tell
the
us
other
what
ones.
the updated droid team is.
Yeah, send it to us and then we'll do it next week in GW. Then we'll do that the first match. I'm fine with
it. It goes with the General Grievous lead and IPD. Those are the core.
and
you got Zeta him as well.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Let's do one more question here.
Okay.
We don't have any more questions.
All right. Well, no more questions.
Hey, here's a question. How about now?
All right, great.
I question your lack of questions.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I got 4 Mother Talons and Shards today. Winning. All right, what's the question?
How about now?
Oh, well, yes. All right, so that's it.
Stu and TM.
Stu TM. There you go.
TB just started, right?
Yeah, just switched over.
Yeah, the next phase.
I've been trying to get in. I know this is just ridiculous that I'm not complaining about this at all. I've been trying to get in to donate because every couple of weeks people are like, hey everyone, it would be nice if everyone could get in and donate some stuff to the platoons. I'm like, oh yeah, platoons.
What is this platoons you speak of?
What is this platoons you speak of? So
get in quick and you can throw your light side in there. Yeah. Platoon.
I'm surprised. I haven't seen Bosket show up in the platoons. I'm really happy about that.
No, he showed up yesterday.
I haven't got a single. I think I've seen
we had a bunch yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we're doing Dark Side, aren't we? Yay!
Yeah.
Yay. Millennium Falcon. Ooh, off you go. Sorry, I'm filling in Ahsoka.
I always go through and fill in the ones that I don't have geared that I know people have geared and want to use.
The one that throws me off is when I go in, throw a load of ships into donation, and then realise it's the special night, and you've got 3 ships with Thrawn. He's like, did I just do that? I'm seriously running 3G and Oceans with a Tarkin lead, am I? Yeah.
All right, so that's the show.
Always do the special first.
You can have a Nihilus. And you could have a shore trooper.
What the hell is that?
It hurts.
It's called platoons.
She's losing.
I'm losing platoons.
She's losing her Nihilus and shore trooper to platoons. It's a sad day in Canada, and therefore.
That's a mean one. I've
never even used
that once.
Dark Side.
Wampa, Thrawn, Townsend, Death Trooper, Nihilus, and crew. Are you sure? Sorry. I just get narked that we get all these fantastic characters and then we have to park them in platoons and not use them. It's like, yeah. Mob Enforcer, you can have him.
Mike.
Actually, a her.
It's a her.
Yeah. He's a she.
Exactly.
She's a changeling.
Yeah. What he said.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to bring. It's been a while since they brought back that females only event. They need to bring that.
I know
back.
you miss it.
Really?
No.
When was that?
It was a while ago.
I think the first year the game was out.
Female characters only in like this event, and it actually helped me realize that Resistance Pilot and Mob Enforcer were female.
It was a charity event for like Women's Awareness Day or something like that, like a long time ago.
Yeah.
What? There's women?
What do you mean?
Yeah, apparently.
Now I'm aware.
That's science.
Oh man!
For those of you that don't know what a woman is, go to Google and type woman.
Say woman. Ah.
Yeah, they had a lot of weird events. Well, not weird, but like events have never repeated when the game first came out.
If I remember, it was with the charity, but that was also the time they were starting. They were just mentioning that that women's series, the Disney series too, right, with all the female heroes and whatnot.
No, I want to say that was after. This was way before. Maybe they announced it, but I don't think that Disney series was out yet. I think this
No,
was
it wasn't out. I think it was. I thought it was with the announcement as well. Yeah, it was definitely not before it came out.
I know it was a charity event. It had nothing to do with that show though.
Okay.
And I don't remember what you got. I remember the rewards were cool. They were like, it was basically like, I mean, you can auto everything, but I think this was like shards for all the women characters, female characters.
Science.
When are we gonna get like a male event?
That's called Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah.
That's called existence.
Darkside TB.
All right.
All right, so I think we can call this one done. So if you like what you guys see, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Support the channel. There's all kinds of ways you can subscribe so you get the latest updates and know what we're doing. Speaking of which, Battlefront 2, V, we're doing this right afterwards. What are we doing?
If you want, sure.
Then set up the event.
Hey, Ranger.
Hi.
You got to put some more reasonable stuff up on Amazon. I bought your incredibly boring power plug for you last night.
No, that's important. But I don't want people it's hard, because we're not used to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. I don't want people.
Do you need me to shop for you? I'll shop for you. Oh my God, I'll shop for you. Oh,
we're gonna start buying your underwear, Ranger.
Oh shit!
Come on.
Get with Finn. I'm afraid. You know what? Let's do that, Finn. Let's let T Money put stuff on my list. Now it has to be Star Wars related.
Oh.
Well, stream related. Like, I think I want to see. Just that's me personally.
What would you like? Yeah,
more stuff for the stream. Like, if you guys,
I need the.
We got to set up Ranger's green screen.
Exactly.
I do have the green screen. Exactly. We can set that up, and
we need to set that up.
But what else would you think we need, T Money?
Well,
I think hookers and blow on camera.
No, I wish that's not happening for a long time. But
it's more of a PayPal thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you need. I don't know what your gear is. I mean, when's the last time you got a new camera?
Well, it's on my laptop.
You're just using your laptop camera?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you need a camera for sure.
Oh, crap.
That's what we should do. That's what we should do. We should do like little
nuggets
for
like
this. Well, little nuggets like that, but maybe someone doesn't want to chip in whatever it is, $150 for a camera, but we could do like a Saturday night raising money for new camera for Ranger sort of thing, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
We could turn Ranger into one of those girls on Twitch.
Yeah. I'll be like Silence of the Lambs.
We have to create a donation bingo card. Once every single one is filled out, Ranger will buy himself a camera.
You'll have to get Sweary on, and she can guide someone to make you over.
See, I'd pay for that.
Okay.
I would do. And I would also say,
eyebrows on point.
What else, T-Money?
I would pay this. No, I'm not going to say that.
No, you can't. This is a clean stream.
Wait until Saturday.
Pretty clean comment, but it's
yeah. So, okay. Some more stuff for the stream. Reasonable.
Consumables.
consumables.
Anyway, we'll talk after. We'll talk after.
Okay.
Well, you could do like Google Play cards, gift cards where you buy a ranger a pack by buying them a gift card.
That's a great idea.
You know, stuff does come up if you type hookers and blow into Amazon. Just saying.
Really? Sweet. Is it really hookers and blow?
No, it's not really hookers and blow. It gives you cloth in order to tell you that you have hookers.
Oh well, damn. All right, but so we'll set that up.
We can get you cloth and then make you a shirt that says hookers and blow, and then you'll always have hookers and blow.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Team Money, for I never know whoever got me the Revan thing. I don't know who that is. It's anonymous, right? So all I can do is just say thank you. So now that we know that Team Money got that for me, thank you, Team.
Well, it was not anonymous. I wrote you a letter saying that it was a bribe.
You haven't got
asking me questions about lore on Saturday.
Oh well. All right, no more lore questions for Team Money.
Love from I put my real name.
Team Money.
I will kill you.
To pay back Ranger for buying that game that you only watched once.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn it. Now we're even still.
Lore it is. Good job, Dr. Finn, for pointing that out. I was about to say, yeah, all right, no more lore questions. You will know all about our Lord and Savior Revan, and you will be quizzed, Team. Now, even with some of the lore questions, I know a lot, but so much that sometimes you just go, don't remember. It's been a while since I read that comic.
It's a lot.
It's a ton. And even the guys that do the lore videos like Stupendous Wave, I mean, they research and have the stuff in front of them when they do it, right? I mean, if you ask them, they know, but even they can get stumped, So
Revan lives to be like 300-400 years old.
Who's that?
Revan lives to be like 300 or 400 years old, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's a long time.
that's a long time.
A lot of moons and a lot of suns.
And hookers and blow. All right, but we'll get the Amazon wish list updated. I'll talk to you money after this. And then make sure you like and subscribe. Become a sponsor. You can use Super Chat. We've got the PayPal thing set up on the front of the home screen on YouTube if you'd like to donate that way so YouTube doesn't get a cut. You're more than welcome to do that. It supports, as you see, we're talking about stuff for the stream. Someday it'll be hookers and blowfin, but not right now. We just need to keep making the equipment better. I guess the camera, because I guess mine sucks.
That was my nice way of saying.
Yeah, it sucks.
Are you using?
Christ,
get you a nice one.
Oh Lord. So, but yeah, appreciate all that. So we're gonna do Battlefront stream right after this. We'll set it up. Maybe we'll have Team Money come hang out with us while we play Battlefront. Or maybe not. I don't know. And then tomorrow morning will be the Jedi Academy with Team Money G. Will be there, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Team Money, you want to pimp your channel, Nerf Herders? You had another show last night.
Yeah. We had Nerf Herders last night, and can I do it? Can I say my new one?
You can say whatever you like.
So, yes, we're launching a new channel that is. It's not streams. It is pre-recorded videos, and I have a really, really, really potentially epic one in the mix.
And it's all women in Star Wars lingerie. I can't wait.
It really is. That's why it's going to be epic and hugely viral. So yeah, I would love if you guys signed up. You can look it up. It's called Operation Metaverse.
Nice.
META verse. Yeah. So yes. Subscribe. I already have 117 subscribers because I've been PMing people and begging them to sign up. So I'd love to have 200 before we launch.
All right, everybody that's listening still, or listen to this, you go immediately to that channel and you subscribe. Damn it. Make this happen. I'll take
Operation what?
Operation Metaverse.
Like universe, but the meta.
Multiple universes. Vincent, you're educated. Shut up. You know what that is.
Damn. Do I have to change the name?
He's playing dumb. All right. So we got the Nerf Herders. We got that. You'll be on the Jedi Academy tomorrow, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Zyle, are you still there, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Pimp your stuff.
Yeah, Zylo Takedown, SWGOH. I'm on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter. And
how many subscribers you have now?
We really appreciate it. 116 right now.
Damn it, guys. We've got to get that higher. Go subscribe to his channel. Good Lord. The man comes on here every day at Lunch Stream and other streams. For the love of God, please support his channel. and give him a thumbs up and give him some constructive criticism. He's open to that, right? If you think he could do some stuff better, right? He likes feedback, right, Xylo?
Oh yeah,
just don't be an ass
definitely.
clown on any of this stuff. Because it's their channels, but I know what I do. I just be like, oh, ass clown, delete. So
yeah, come check me out anytime. And Ranger, I always love being on the show, man. Thanks for having me on too, brother.
That's right. And,
MC Too Strong.
Yeah. And then Mike.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. Hello, Governor.
I'm on Operation Metaverse at the moment.
Oh,
4 bids, yeah?
Oh, all right. And where can folks check you out at?
I've got a YouTube channel, Mike Hunt SWGOH. Yeah. I'm slowly getting to 1 million views. I'm like, whoa.
I know. We're almost at 600,000. It's nice, right?
Nice. It's awesome.
Yeah, so if everyone can click and view one video 120,000 times, I get the plaque that I am so desperate to get.
He gets a hug and a slap on the ass.
Yeah, and
I admit I've watched some of your videos multiple times.
It's good quality stuff, man. So Mike,
ooh.
So again, go to Mike's channel if you haven't done already. Subscribe, give him the thumbs up. This is good stuff, guys. You know, anybody that we have on guests, it's a really great way. Listen, guys, the more views the channel gets, the more subscriptions they get, the more time you watch. You know, the length that you watch the videos, it matters too. All this stuff helps channels grow, right? It increases their notoriety, the people word of mouth. You know, it gets higher up on the YouTube platform. That's why we're always pushing for it, because it's how we get our name out there, get bigger, get more fans. It's a continuing thing. So, you know, we appreciate all the support that you guys have shown us up till now, and we'll continue to show. So, yes. All right. So that's it for us. Check us out tomorrow. We're gonna do the Battlefront stream right after this. Finn's setting it up right now, right, Dr. Finn?
It's already set up as private, so you can switch it whenever.
No, okay. So good job, Dr. Finn. Okay. On behalf of myself, T Money the Filthy Canadian, Grim the Mechanic, Stanley the Apprentice, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, Ronnie the French Tickler, Xylo the MC2 representative, let's see, Vincili the Battlefront 2 expert, and myself, the retarded man that knows nothing. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. Did I miss anybody? Shout out now. Did I miss anybody? Okay.
Sorry, Matt Damon. We'll bring you in next.
Yeah, sorry, Matt Damon. Matt Damon. We'll get you on next week's show. So, everyone have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow for Jedi Academy. And if not, see you right after this for the Battlefront 2 stream. Come check it out, guys. It's a lot of fun. See you then. Peace.